Ready. Okay. All right, good evening. Let's come to order and go on the record, please. I'm Charlotte Mitchell, Chair of the Utilities Commission. And I now call for hearing docket number G5 sub 667 in the matter of joint application of Public Service Company of North Carolina Incorporated and Enbridge Parrott Holdings LLC to engage in a business combination transaction. Before we proceed any further, and as is required by the State Government Ethics Act, please let the record reflect that I have no conflicts of interest with respect to the matters coming before the Commission in this docket. On October 20th, 2023, the Public Service Company of North Carolina, doing business as Dominion Energy North Carolina, or PSNC, and Enbridge Parrott Holdings LLC, which I will refer to as EP Holdings, filed with the Commission a joint application pursuant to North Carolina General Statute Section 62-111A and Commission Rule R15 for the approval of a business combination transaction. Filed with the application were a purchase and sale agreement, a cost-benefit analysis, and a market power analysis. The application requests that the Commission authorize a business combination transaction through which, in effect, PSNC, which is currently an indirect subsidiary of Dominion Energy, would be sold to EP Holdings, which is an indirect subsidiary of Enbridge US Incorporated. The application explains that upon closing of the transaction, PSNC will continue to exist as a separate legal entity, but would be an indirect subsidiary of Enbridge US Incorporated and would operate under the trade name Enbridge Gas North Carolina. The application provides that the transaction is in the public interest and satisfies the standard established by North Carolina General Statute Section 62-111A, as well as the no harm standard set forth in Commission decisions applying that statutory provision. On November 15th, 2023, in support of the application, EP Holdings filed the direct testimony and exhibits of Michelle Herodance, James Sanders, Christopher Johnston, and John Reed. Also on November 15th, 2023, PSNC filed the direct testimony of D. Russell Harris. On January 10th, 2024, the Commission issued an order scheduling hearings, establishing discovery guidelines, and requiring customer notice. The order scheduled one public witness hearing to be held in Raleigh on May 13th, and a second public witness hearing to be held remotely by way of WebEx on this date. The order also scheduled an expert witness hearing to begin on June 11th in Raleigh. The public staff, which represents the using and consuming public, has been made a party to this proceeding in accordance with North Carolina General Statute Section 62-15 sub D. The public staff represents the using and consuming public, and in addition is in the process of conducting an independent investigation of the application and will file its testimony setting forth recommendations to the Commission on May 17th, 2024. In addition, the Attorney General's Office has been allowed to intervene in this proceeding on behalf of the using and consuming public and on behalf of the state and its citizens. All right, that brings us to tonight. I will call upon counsel for the parties to introduce themselves for purposes of the record, and we will begin with PSNC.
Good evening, Chair Mitchell. This is Mary Lynn Grigg with the law firm of McGuire Woods, appearing on behalf of Public Service Company of North Carolina and Dominion Energy. Also in attendance on behalf of PSNC is Mr. Bill McCauley.
Good evening, Ms. Grigg.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Irvin, I think you're muted.
Story of my life. At any rate, Chair Mitchell, thank you for setting me straight. I'm Sam Irvin IV of counsel with Brooks Pierce. I jointly with Marcus Trayton appear on behalf of Enbridge Parrott Holdings LLC.
Good evening, Mr. Irvin. It's good to see you.
Thank you.
Good evening, Chair Mitchell. This is James Bernier, Jr., staff attorney with the public staff on behalf of the using and consuming public.
All right, good evening, Mr. Bernier. All right, Mr. Bernier, has the public staff identified any witnesses that wish to testify tonight?
There was one individual that registered, but I don't think he's here. Other than that, no, we have not identified anyone else.
Okay. Mr. McCoy, if you would you please confirm that there are no call-in registrants at this time?
There are no callers.
Okay. All right. With that, then we will, unless there are any matters from council that we need to take up tonight, I'm not seeing any. Okay. Well, with that, then we will be adjourned. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Mitchell. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.